Hi, Paul Tero here from Delium Advisory with another FMC for organisations, frameworks, models and concepts, things to help you to think about what you're doing and what you potentially could be doing. Frameworks and models and concepts for your long-term success. This particular session, what I'd like to cover off is the SWOT analysis, the SWOT framework. It's been around since the 60s and 70s, and it's a framework which is perhaps well entrenched in our thinking, particularly when it comes time to think about strategy, think about the possibilities of a venture, possibilities of what could happen with a new product and so on. So what does it stand for? S stands for strength. What are your strengths? What are the good things that you bring to the table? What are your competencies? What are the things that you are particularly great at? What are the strengths within your organisation? W, weakness. What are your weaknesses? What are the things that are holding you back? What are the things that you always seem to trip up over? Perhaps in thinking about a product which you are launching, what are the potential weaknesses of that product? What are the potential weaknesses of the internal steps leading up to creating that product? O, stands for opportunity. What are the opportunities that may well open up as a result of this business venture? What are the opportunities that may open up as a result of you putting this product out into the marketplace? Or what are the opportunities in the marketplace to exploit? T stands for threats. What are the threats out there? What are the threats? What are the things that can potentially pull you down? As you launch this product into the market, what are the competitors and what are the threats to that product? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, but I want you to see two things regarding this. Strengths and weaknesses have to do with you. They are internal measure. What are you good at? What are your weaknesses? What are the things internal that you need to consider as you plot out your strategy? And opportunities and threats, needless to say, are about the external environment. What are the opportunities out there? What are the threats out there? And the other insight is this. Particularly with yourself, particularly with organisations, we tend to think about these sorts of things the same way. And perhaps you could use some other frameworks and models and concepts. Perhaps you could use perhaps the PESTLE framework or Porter's 5 forces or Abel's three-dimensional strategy as ways of asking yourselves the questions about what you are considering. For example, strengths and weaknesses, that's an internal way of looking at your organisation. Perhaps you can use the VRIO framework as a way of asking yourself strengths and weaknesses questions. With opportunities and threats, you might perhaps use Porter's 5 forces or use the PESTLE framework to help you to ask yourselves questions about the opportunities and threats, those things that are outside your organisation. So, there we have FMC for organisations, the SWOT analysis, something for you to consider, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, things for you to consider on your journey for long-term success. Thanks very much for watching.